Welcome one and all to Codeweaver Plays Games. Let's just make sure my audio is coming through here. Yep, it does appear so, and you can probably hear that echo in the background because I don't have any other way to verify it. Just at the moment, my laptop is currently busy doing other things. It has just completed a thing, but it doesn't really matter. Here we go. We are going to go straight on into Oxenfree. There we go. How do you like my getup? Back to investigation. Alright, that's enough of that nonsense. I'll stick with the hat, though. Alright, so. Right, Oxenfree 2. So, when last we were in our mystery here, we had basically managed to set up all of the towers. Spoilers, by the way, for the original game in this one. There we go. All of the towers in order to stop the gates from opening, sort of on a broad scale. But in the process, of course, we discovered that one of the characters, one of the teenagers, who was a member of a long-running, although changed over time, cult that was dealing with the weird windows and the spirits from the USS Kanaloa, and wanted to try to bring about opening the gates in order to try to, I think, reconnect with their dead parents. I think that's where our situation led us to this point where we stopped her, and we stopped her little gang that was trying to do this. And her gang doesn't seem to be supporting her, or right at the end it seemed to support her, but I don't know what the status is on that at this point, because, I mean, who knows? I think the gang has ended up back on the island as well, so maybe they've already been taken over. We're not quite sure. But we managed to stop all the weird stuff going on the mainland, because its effects spread from the island from the original game over onto the mainland, and we stopped that immediate problem. But we're now back on the original island chasing them down because we think that I can't remember her name, but the main antagonist is going to attempt to open the gate anyway, even though we took away her equipment and her ability to do it from the mainland. So, don't know where this is going, but in concert with the pal that I have brought along with me, we've made friends along the way. We're now back on the original island. So, let's do a thing. Waiting for this for a while. And I'd just like you to know I'm putting off playing Baldur's Gate 3 in order to finish this on stream for all of you. I have played a little bit of it, and it was a fun start, and I hope to keep doing that, but I want to finish this. I don't finish a lot of games on my stream. Oh, hang on.
Actually, yeah, why am I surprised by that?
So Jacob's our friend.
Thing ground somewhere and hobbled out. Maybe we'll have some time to catch up to her. Come on.
It's all been happening a single night. Edward's Island.
It's been a while.
Do you come here often?
Did you come here often? When you were younger, I mean?
Oh, sure. During the summer, all the time. Wasn't really a family tradition, but something my brother and I would do when we got bored. I think I remember how to get to the old communications tower.
So...
Richard Harden Tower? Big Harden?
Yes. Done to death.
Just head for the stairs.
Alright, so we're going to pause for a second just for me to take in the ambiance. So...
this place, even like 10 years ago, this was like it, you know? Yeah, you come here on the weekends, just run around, get lost in the woods,
random
sneak
conversations,
off, smoke, drink.
When the flag is flying, we are running.
Yeah, that's for the ferry. Oh, if we survive tonight, we should take the Milner tour. They give you a free snow cone from the shop. But anyways, I was just saying this place was the party spot when I was in school. Not that I did too much of that stuff.
Hey, I wish we could do that now. You bring the beer and pipe, I'll bring the hilarious anecdotes.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, take the skiff. Olivia can wait.
Sure thing.
God, all this kitschy bullcrap. I hated it as a kid when I was here. It still raises the hair on the back of my neck.
Oh, I loved how cheesy everything was here as a kid. It's still, you know, it's a little bit warming to see it. I don't know.
Hey, you think Olivia could have gone down this road?
Under the tunnel? No, that only goes to more woods. But I think she's headed for the tower.
So, we're back on the original island that was in Oxenfree. And we had our group of teens, not related to the ones that we're dealing with now. We had a group of teens whom we kind of managed to escape, to deal with the weird portals that were opening up and the whole spirit connection thing, the pseudo time travel. Just go see the original. Don't ask me to explain the whole game because we get lost in all of the lore. But it appears as if we never really did manage to escape that. And that was kind of hidden in the first game. That's not sort of a retro rewrite for the beginning of this one. Not really. So it looks like we might have that the original characters might have become trapped in the spirit/time cycle on this island.
I didn't know they allowed cars here.
If you work here, yeah. Some people tow them on the ferry. This has been here forever, though.
So, where was I going with that sentence? Before I interrupted myself. One of the characters has been talking to us, sort of the main female protagonist from the original game has been talking to us and has been interacting with us from the spirit realm. So I don't know if she died or just got possessed, but she doesn't have a physical form anymore, so I don't know. And so she's been coming to us from the other side, just like the spirits who are trying to forcibly take over everybody. And although she was originally kind of doing the same thing, she's now on board with stopping them because apparently she's not on board with the kind of bad spirits, if you will, from taking over the world. That's not their shtick. They just wanted to get untrapped, I guess.
What's the significance of this again?
It's the propeller from the USS Kanaloa. The only part of it recovered.
Yeah, that's the...
Now, I just can't believe that those people, the Kanaloa's crew, are the ones now trying to come back through Olivia. Mackie already hated that they put this up.
Hey, I don't blame them. If I got friendly fired into oblivion, I'd be pretty pissed about it too.
No, I know. It's just, man, a lot of those people have grandchildren still in town. This is just crazy.
Yeah, so USS Kanaloa was a submarine that was, I think in World War II, was hit by friendly fire not far from here. And they're really, really miffed about it. And they were in the middle of a weird experiment, which probably explains why they ended up this way. But in terms of their disposition to get revenge, yeah, being blown up by friendly fire might make you a little bit cranky. Also notice that lore-wise, none of the little radio beacons telling you about bits and parts of the town are still here. And I presume that's because A, they didn't want to include all of that and their assets in the game, like all their audio from a mechanical point of view. They didn't want to incorporate all of that into the tail end of this game as well. But too bad, right? Because it would have been fun to listen to some of those bits, but it wouldn't fit this game. The little radio beacons that tell you about spots on the island. I suppose they could have done that without actually tying in under any of the weird stuff that happened when you access some of them in the original game.
I knew someone's older brother who used to work here years ago, back in high school.
Yeah, it was like a rite of passage. I think somebody told me once. Everyone has to work at Edwards Island when they're 15, or else your childhood doesn't count.
That's fair enough. He's saying the same thing about Mickey D's around here, and arguably everywhere else, at least in my generation. It was the big name first job that you ever got.
Everything's unstable. I didn't expect everything to be this bad. I don't know why I have the nerve to expect anything anymore.
Uh-oh.
Fire! Man's great equalizer.
Oh.
What's the
Oh my.
Thing to do here?
This is an echo of the first game when they originally came to the beach.
Other than obviously go skinny dipping and get murdered by Jason Kruger.
I don't know if they can, see us, but...
Fire! Man's great equalizer. Hey, wait, Alex!
So...
We're still just, getting our feet wet, so what's the,
Don't worry. I don't know you're here. They're echoes stuck between time. My friends and me.
Yes.
Olivia's opening the portal already. Or will, or has. The timelines are converging. Trying to get us there, but the jumps are erratic. We'll glitch again soon.
Okay, what happened to you, though?
I don't understand. What happened to you?
We just got stuck. Like the crewmen of the Kanaloa, like Maggie was, in her own way.
So, the cave. What's your bets? On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird's it gonna be?
Pretty goddamn weird, Jonas.
Yeah.
You know, in the moments after you drop a glass bottle or lose your keys or trip, and you just keep replaying the minutes right before it happened over and over. Why didn't I just not do that? Why didn't I just... Why didn't I drown instead of my brother? It would have fixed a lot of things.
Alex, your friends here, they wouldn't want that. For you or for them. You're not what went wrong. A military test went wrong, and you got caught in it.
So did you. I've been thinking. In all the times I've tried
sweetie.
this, and in all the times you've stopped, you never came here. You never came to the island. And I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. We're going to see Olivia now.
Okay.
Oh, this looks bad. It looks bad because it is, but we still have time. Follow me up. I'm gonna try and convince Olivia before it's too late.
Can we leave? We cannot leave. It's probably a bad thing for me to try anyway. Can we... hang on. Having memory troubles about the internet. The internet. Radio communications network. Internet. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay, we're getting all sorts of nothing on the radio, so... That kind of... It's getting a little loud here, so we're going to pop into here for just a moment. Okay.
We turn hearts to men who found no peace in dying till we had found it living.
Can't quite make that out.
We turn hearts to men who found no peace in dying till we had found it living. We turn full hearts to men who found no peace in dying till we had found it living.
We found a living.
We turn full hearts to men who
We turn full hearts to men.
dying till we had found it living.
Turn full hearts to mend or men?
We turn full hearts to men who found no peace in dying
To mend and found a peace.
We turn full hearts to men who found no peace in dying.
Found a peace in dying. Till we found it living. Oof, that's... Oh, hell. The game developers really went whole hog on the subtle, creepy aspect of various parts of the game.
Watch it!
We're running out of time, kids.
Oh man, Christ, thank God I didn't bring Athena. If I fall to my death, please adopt her.
Yep,
Livia's on the roof.
you got it.
Come on. We have to hurry.
We do. Oh, hello. Okay, I thought we'd closed all these things, but I mean, yeah, I guess she's already opened. Of course, she's already opened a thing.
Oh my God!
No, it shouldn't be this! I can do this. I can do this. Stay there! Don't come near me! It's already done! Olivia, come on, honey, just back away.
Olivia! I know what you think is going to happen, but it won't. Not like this.
You quit! You said you could...
Oh God, are we too late?
Wait! Please! You don't have to do it this way!
How is this anything different than what you, in all of your infantile yearning, tried
I
to
know! I want it out! I still do! But this won't...
It will do exactly what
Don't
you
do
need.
this! We can help you. Maybe we can...
You can what? Stall until we forget? Until our minds have totally succumbed to the pride?
Stop! You aren't this! Henry Griffin! Kelvin Gilbert, men, women of the Kanaloa! I know you're quiet of your...
You're not our old salt, and never will be again. Now we are Olivia. Now we are Riley.
Riley!
Riley, wait!
What the hell happened?
Alex? Alex?
Okay, can't go anywhere that way. Nothing on the screen is clickable as such. Ooh, probably radio. Probably the only way to... Everything about this has been communicating with and interacting with these spirits and the world, impacting the world via radio, so... There's something there for a second. Super subtle. There it is again. Come on. Nothing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
How do I get out of here? I don't even know if this is a place or... Forest is the town of the trees. Come on, it's not over yet.
I keep scanning a radio dial until I find something.
sleepy time, gal.
Is this the home you're trying to get back to? What is there to escape to?
Okay, I'm trying. Except I can't go that way.
Alex! Alex, are you here? Oh, crap. This light is a little... Is there like a hum to it? The radio's buzzing a bit.
Here we go. Come on, where are you? Glad I didn't come out of that on the other side of the staircase.
I'm at the comm tower again?
Yes, the array's up. No damage we could see. I'm on my lunch break, okay? Talk to Colonel Shear if this is important.
I'm sorry, but are you Maggie Adler? This is... Am I in Fort Milner?
Fort Milner? No, I don't believe you are.
Okay.
I don't believe I'm the Maggie Adler my mother once knew. But don't worry. You'll be gone soon anyway. Just like me. Like
This
we
isn't
all...
over. I know what it looks like, but it's not...
But it's what? Look at where you are. The dead don't change. They can't. Just like you and me. I'll always be here, and you'll always be in your little apartment, wishing things were different.
Can't you help me? Maggie, come on! Together we can fight them off! I know there's still...
Like how I fought? Against the eclipse? Against death? Nothing fights like time, child. And the Sunkener is time itself.
Stop fighting. Your grist. For souls who use your sunworks here with moment.
Okay, not good.
Oh, stop pushing me! Just stop! It's not... It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gone yet. Not completely. Just keep moving.
Probably nothing for me to do here. Her ex. I don't remember the story about her. She's currently pregnant, so there's possibly a connection to this. We keep seeing hints of the future child in some of this weird time nonsense. Alright, I guess we gotta go relive some of this.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Okay, we don't have to. Okay. time with her job. Okay. Where are we headed to? In our own past? Our own future?
Anyone know this girl?
Oh.
No, I'm sick of dealing with her crap. Just trying to have a drink.
Didn't get a chance to actually interact with that.
What's going on?
Okay, I can't go anywhere, so time to pull out the radio. Oh, here we are. Now we're on the seashore, roughly where we saw...
Oh, where the hell am I this time?
On the seashore on the mainland, near the arch, I think. Where we saw our possible future child. No, we're not. Oh, we're at the Hank's place, I think. On the mainland, we came here. I think.
Wouldn't you know it? You show up, fish clear out. Not like you should expect this to go any better, I guess. Or maybe I'm just bad luck.
What bait are you using?
Worm and a prayer. That's what I'm using. They didn't have a bunch of fitty bits of plastic in the Dark Ages, so why should I, right? You said something like that once. You recognize me, right?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
I sure do. You're the woman who thought it'd be a great idea to name me Rex. Second grade was a real treat, let me tell you. You're a long way from home, Riley. You've been a long way from home for a while now, to tell you the truth.
Okay, I don't remember Rex.
And I know you wanted to change some things when you heard I was coming. Get your life in order, you know. Exercise 5 days a week, stuff like that. How's it going so far?
Is this her ex?
Making your bed every day? Cooking your own dinners?
I think you can tell how it's going, Rex. I'm getting taken over by vengeful spirits just because I answered an ad for a job. It's going to complete crap, like most things I try to do.
Like most things you try to do. Yeah, here's the thing about that. I'm one of those things. And I think I turned out pretty okay.
I don't even know you. I know what you mean to me. I can feel what you mean, but I don't know you. Not really.
It's true. I do have the slight advantage. Riley, I know you think you effed up here, and that you failed, and that the whole town is going to get eaten by ghosts, but...
Yeah, kind of.
They haven't yet. But they will unless you snap the hell out of it right now. For my sake.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really easy for you to say. I don't even know what. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on.
And you think that makes this easier for me? Mom, I think you've let a lot of anger keep you stapled to the carpet. Look, the Sunken and Alex and all of her friends have been in a void, just like you. Unlike you, though, they want to get out of it. How many years did you drain away on the couch, in bars, doing nothing, wanting nothing, wanting to shrivel into dirt, crumble to dust, and go out like you came in? Quietly.
You have no idea how hard I've tried to change for you. The instant the little stick thing turned blue, the instant I knew you were on your way, the second I knew I had to live up to you, to be something for you.
Our future child.
You looked in the want ads and sublet your apartment. I know.
Obviously.
You tell me often. And don't say... I know you like to be stoic. There isn't any more time to kill. You're not that young anymore, and today's today. It ain't tomorrow. of this is the opposite of what you're going to try and teach me, by the way. But you'll always have a saying for everything.
Okay, now, I tried to be a good mom in those moments with you.
See,
I tried, but...
Bits of time manipulation are weird because it's... So far, we've been operating under the assumption
missing the point.
that he was in our future. It's possible,
I'm fishing.
because of some weird memory thing, that
My eggs
he's in
how I
our
do because
past.
you cook your eggs that way. I wear jackets all the time, even when I'm dying of heat.
But he did
I
say
don't floss.
things
I
she's
bite
going
you
to
on the
try
side.
to teach him.
All the utterly horrible guidance made me who I am today. And I
English
know
grammar
who I am.
was
You just
never
don't
meant.
Take your own damn advice, Mom. You never do. You never did. So, I'm
It
here
was never
now
designed to deal
to
with
make
time
you take
travel.
your own advice.
And the fact that I'm remembering the future.
Be something. Just make a choice and stick with it. Even if that choice doesn't take you exactly where you expected it to.
How, Rex? How exactly am I supposed to do that here?
It's easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's easy to start. Admit to yourself, to me, to the void, that eternity doing nothing isn't for you.
Okay.
It's not what I want. It's not enough.
And what do you really want?
To see you.
I want to see you in real life, even if it's not going to be what I hope it can be.
Yes. Yes, you do. But I think this is my stop. I never did get used to goodbyes, but this isn't one. Not really. Oh, and I'll see you at Christmas. I pop out a little early.
Wait!
So he is in our
Riley.
future. We're just remembering the future because time has gone very, very pear-shaped.
Are you again? Your eyes stopped glowing. You'll be okay.
Jacob! Oh, you weren't taken over by them. Thank God.
Oh, God. I don't know, Riley. This doesn't...
Tune into the portal, Riley!
We get us.
Oh, yeah, on it.
Radio won't help.
Don't listen to them, Riley. You can still get out of here. We have time. Just two.
It's not
Working on it.
Use the radio.
I'm working on it. I swear. Could be systematic. Start at the bottom end, work our way up. Come on, where is it? This is weirdly nerve-wracking, and I'm reasonably certain it's just going to wait for me anyway, but it feels nerve-wracking. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I just had a weird stream hiccup on my side. It's okay. Everything's okay. Right? Is this not it? Do I... No, it's gotta be in the main radio, but I'm not finding the station. Do this really slowly. Apologize for the painful slowness, but... Is there a thing there? No. There was some weird static there, but... More weird static. Come on, where are you? Okay, I don't know what to do here. What am I missing? Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? For whatever reason, it's getting weirdly warm in here. It's probably because I've been running the computer all day and kept the door closed, and there's like literally no airflow in here. So here we go. Let's rapidly open the door. It's not actually that much cooler outside. I'm gonna go get myself some liquid. Because apparently I don't know what I'm doing in this game. Man. All right. Oh, hello. There it is. I just didn't spot it. All right. All right.
Keep going. You're almost there.
Leave.
Flags.
Burn.
Come on. I have you now.
What is... Am I doing what I should be doing?
Yes, just keep on it.
This could be all a horrible ruse by Alex. I hadn't considered that. That's a little disturbing of a thought. She wants to see her dead brother, or change places with him, so who knows?
Keep going.
You fall. We rise.
Damn it, I just need a little more time.
No, keep it going.
more crowds down here.
Well, here goes nothing.
Oh, wow. That's different?
Quite sure what happened there. Seem to be making any progress, and I'm not noticing whatever it is I'm supposed to be noticing in order to get to the next stage of this. Good heavens. I'm missing a key twitch or something here. Wheeling my way through this really slowly to try to find any difference. I mean, I'm finding static. are you? There's either a mechanic here that I'm missing. I've been sitting here for like the last 10 minutes. There's either a mechanic here that I'm missing, or I've glitched the game, or I'm just being like the most unobservant person in the world, because I have literally stepped through this almost as slow as I can go. And I'm willing to do it as slow as I can, even further than that, but I kind of feel like I'm missing something critical about this. Literally scroll wheeling my way through this now. I admit, on the very first pass in doing this up on the tower here, I managed to not notice the little squigglies coming out of the triangles, and so I'm thinking maybe I'm just missing a little bit of a mechanical hint that I'm anywhere in the right vicinity, but the rate at which the wavy lines are heading into the center, the glowing of that central dot. Static there for a moment. People, what am I missing? down slower and slower. If I get all the way to the bottom of this and I haven't figured it out, then I'm going to have to actually look something up, because this does not make for good streaming, me sitting here doing nothing but hitting a scroll wheel. Like, I don't mind a really complicated mechanic, but I'm not seeing the hint. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Actually, no, there's a thing here. That's subtle. Maybe. Or maybe I was fooling myself. I thought I saw little sparklies around our protagonist that meant something. Yes! Oh, wow, that was subtle. Just missing a mechanic.
Riley Cream Oil presents the... Riley?
Naval submarine sank in the...
God save our souls.
What's happened to Olivia?
Alex, is this a good thing that's happening right now?
I think, yes, I think this is it.
Alex, do you know something I don't?
You have to, because we certainly know nothing.
Olivia, Jesus.
Oh my God, Olivia, are you... Is she okay?
I'm still here.
Olivia, Sunken can't help you.
You couldn't help me. You quit. We could have had everything we wanted if you just kept to the plan.
The Kanaloa crewmen would have...
I know. I thought they would help me.
I know what you wanted, Olivia. I understand. But you just can't cheat death like this. I'm sorry.
Whatever.
We're not done yet. We're still between things.
Wow, alright.
We've pushed back the Sunken and systemized the portal.
And that's good. That's what we want, but someone still has to lock it from the other side. I did it myself. Many years ago. It's how I got stuck. How my friends and I got stuck. Someone has to tune the portal from within the time stream. Or it will never close. And consume us all.
What are you talking about?
So, were you lying? You said Olivia could see her parents again.
I wasn't lying. On the other side of this portal, you'll be between spaces.
Because of how the Sunken and me and my friends entered, we didn't have the choice. We became stuck in the moment of our accident.
But it can be a gift. Olivia, you can be with your parents again. Forever.
But it's not real.
It was real. And that could be enough.
But you'd also be trapped in that space of time for eternity, like you are.
I understand this isn't for everyone. But I have a feeling it's for someone.
And Riley, you should know because it matters for this. Rex and you, it doesn't end well. I've seen a lot of versions of you while waiting and looking, and you guys are gonna have a lot of good days. I mean, years of them. Just someday the two of you will hit a wall too tall to climb and too long to walk around. And I know you know exactly the kind of situation I'm talking about, don't you?
What situation? What are you even talking about?
Like me and my dad.
Yeah, like you and your dad. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but I'm the only one that can.
I built that antenna. I built that antenna. I studied the websites. I called the experts. I stole countless books from the library. I communed with you when no one else could. I am the goddamn hero of this goddamn story, and I am going into that portal. And I don't care if you don't understand. It's what I need to do.
Olivia, nothing can bring your parents back. Not this thing, not anything. I'm sorry.
I know you're sorry, I know you are, but my parents. You have no idea what they meant to me. And I am not giving up the chance to be with them again. You chose me for a reason.
I did. Your future is cloudy and uncertain, and you wanted this so badly. I thought I could live with myself if we switched. But maybe that was just mania acting for me.
No, you didn't talk yourself into this.
Olivia, what is it? You're really that unhappy living with your aunt and uncle?
It's not them.
Oh, brother.
I would be unhappy anywhere. This is a way out.
Well, it's Riley's decision who goes in.
Why?
She has the radio, and it was always going to be like this. Always.
Riley, you have a kid on the way. You really want to be stuck in a past moment forever?
Actually, no.
What's this?
Quiet. Let her think.
Riley, just give me the radio, okay? Just give me the radio and walk away. Done.
Olivia.
I'm sorry. I know I did this. I caused all of this, but this isn't what you think. I'm not too young. I'm not too impulsive. I've lived enough of my life to know what I want. What I want, what I need, is to be with them. They used to tell me at night when I went to bed, we loved each other more than all the stars in the universe. More than the moon herself. And I don't care if it's real or whatever we call real. I just want to go home.
Olivia,
just think about it, please.
I wonder if this actually times out or if I have a moment to sit here and take in the situation. It's not whether or not Olivia is thinking clearly. I mean, she's clearly very, very biased in her thinking. She's seriously depressed. She went through a large number of very, very bad ethical decisions in order to come to this point, but she may have felt like it was her only path. This is an analog, a substitution for the idea of assisted suicide. And the question is she capable of making that decision? I am not of the opinion that people are incapable of making that choice ethically. Forcing a person to live when they are, when life has become so much of a burden to a person through medical reasons or mental reasons after all other avenues have been exhausted. Nobody should live a life of torture. there's a huge problem with finding out whether or not someone has sensibly exhausted a way to give their life value in their own eyes. But no one has the right to demand that a person live in suffering. Asking a person to live their life because it inconveniences or hurts you is far more unethical. But people can be depressed or feel like their life is unlivably painful when there are ways to fix it that might take a worthwhile amount of suffering to get through to clean up. Whether or not that's findable or whether or not enough effort has been going through, that's the question. I'm not into the absolutes of this. She has the right to make that decision as long as she has the right to make that decision, but I think it's worth imposing on a person long enough to at least judge fairly whether or not they have taken sufficient time to make that decision. Yeah, it's there's a quandary here. If my judgment isn't being asked on the absolute of whether or not she has. I mean, so here's the other side of this, is that someone is going to have to do this. So you could argue that if Riley herself decides to take this on, then she is under the same situation of sacrificing herself instead. And so in this situation, this is even more constrained situation where it's one of us is effectively going to be sacrificing themselves. And I'll grant you that is a separate situation than if Jacob and Riley were going to be safe anyway and she were asking. So there's also that to take into consideration here. So the straightforward, this is a little bit more straightforward than an assisted suicide situation, but there's still a common factor, because the question is, of the three of us, when we're being asked to judge who should be, we are personally being asked to judge because we're in control, who should be allowed to, or who should be requested to, either one of them should be allowed to commit suicide here, to sacrifice themselves, and for what reasons. Jacob hasn't asked, so asking him to do it, for me, is just right out. He's neither asked to do it, nor is he required to do it. And so he's the very last of the list, even if it were sensible to ask him to do it in the first place. And I couldn't ask him to sacrifice for either one of us, because he doesn't really know either one of us. Now, none of us know each other really all that well. So, but it's not a benefit of the choice or a detriment of the choice, and because none of us really know each other. You could argue which one of us likes each other. Jacob and Riley get along well, so maybe they should stay. They should not break up the party, as it were. Like, neither one of us should sacrifice each other. I mean, there's no romantic entanglement here, as far as I know. I mean, he's a really nice guy and all that. I could totally see Riley giving him a shot at some point, but that's not really the point, is it? I guess the point is that she's asking to Olivia's asking to be the one, and wanted to be the one, and is willing to do it. So actually what this really comes down to is she's the only one who's asked. There's Jacob hasn't asked at all. I am theoretically willing to do it because I'm controlling Riley. I'm sort of part of her psyche, I guess, symbolically. I could see sacrificing Riley for a greater good, except that I do have responsibility to a kid that I want to see. Like, there's no psychology in Riley that says she doesn't want to sort of have the kid, that I can tell. In fact, she seems to be on board with it. And so she should be protecting herself, at least partly for the sake of the kid she wants to see. And so I feel that Riley at least, would feel some responsibility in that sense, and doesn't feel a responsibility to Olivia. So really, actually, now that I'm working my way through this comes down to, if Olivia is in her right mind and will do the right thing by closing the gate and not making things worse for the world, then I think I would allow her to go through. So now the question becomes, is she in her right mind? Because giving her the radio and letting her go in there is a bad thing if she's completely nuts. Oh. I'm willing to say at this point that while she's made a large number of very bad decisions on how to accomplish this, because she was willing to do it without consideration for the outside world, she was possibly partly lied to, especially by the other spirits. Probably not Alex, but we don't know exactly how that interaction took place. She should have had her ethics are in question, and she chose to sort of go to her parents and sacrifice the rest of the world to do it, or at least not have any consideration for the rest of the world to do it. Maybe didn't know the full scope of it, though. So maybe didn't sort of commit the crimes of endangering everyone with the full knowledge of the fact that it could. Maybe even thought, if I do this, I can do it in a way that doesn't endanger the outside world. But when she found out that it was endangering the outside world, didn't stop. The only consideration is whether or not she's going to make things worse. Because I think I'm willing to let her go through there if I can justify to myself that she's not going to make it worse because of her ethical considerations. Oh, you know what? I'm going to let her do it, but it would either be her or me. Because Jacob just doesn't enter into this, so.
You're really letting me go?
I guess she is.
Why?
That's a good question.
Maybe she saw in you what I saw in you.
You want it. So, if you want it, go ahead. I won't stop.
Not quite the way I would have put it, but the choice of discussion that I would want to have with her at this point isn't being offered me, so.
I'm going to see my mom and dad again. It's actually going to happen. It's going to actually happen. I did it. Look, Riley, I don't have to say thank you, and we're not hugging. Just be a good mom. To your son. Tell him everything.
I will, Olivia.
That was a very long-winded ethical debate until I finally sort of teased out the pieces that I needed to, but I'm still not 100% sure it was the right choice.
Riley, are you there?
Evelyn? Hey, yeah, what's going on?
Hey, nothing much. This is just the next day check-in. Leslie's really happy with the work you did. The transmitters, you know, their placements seem perfect. Negligible scratch. I know it wasn't the most interesting workday, but our environmental research staff is going to be psyched when they hear how clear the cuckoos are coming through. The bird calls are perfect. Not a lot of interference.
Cuckoos? Huh?
That's what the study is for. Cuckoos are endangered in Oregon, and this will help track migratory patterns.
Some serious time rewriting going on
Their
here.
nesting range. Hopefully get them off the endangered list, if it's warranted.
But, Evelyn, I was hired to plant transmitters to study a strange interference with the area's electronic equipment. Remember?
No, Riley, you were hired to help us study yellow-billed cuckoos, and you did. So, maybe you're just overtired. I don't think you made it to the hotel last night. Did something happen? Oh, wait, sorry, Riley, before you get into it. Sorry, really quick. We're shuffling projects and need to know before Leslie walks out the door if you'd be willing to sign up for another job next month. You are one of our better researchers. And it'd be the same deal, basically. Just planting test equipment.
No, they'll think about it.
Yeah. Maybe. I'll think about it.
Okay. Give it a think. Sounds good. Well,
I'm pretty good at saving the
Riley.
world, so if I have to save the world
You can
again.
pick up your check at the campus admissions office.
Okay. Sounds good. It was nice to meet you, Evelyn.
Give me a
Take care,
second.
okay?
Thank you. It was really nice to meet you too, Riley. Have a good rest of your visit. Over and out.
Okay.
First thing I heard this morning was my mom calling up to me from the kitchen to take out the trash. I slept in a little, I guess.
Hey, Alex.
Do you hate me?
No, I don't hate you.
You can. I'm not your kid. But thank you.
It's okay, Alex.
Riley, I may come off to you differently, but I really don't know how any of this stuff works. Things are here again now. You did that. I'm here. My friends are here. All the people of Kamina, none of them have been taken over by the vengeful ghosts of a sunken submarine. And you're here thinking about Olivia.
I hope she's happy.
She got what she thought she wanted. I just hope she's happy with it.
She seemed happy. I think we'll have to live with that.
Alex, come on, we're gonna be late.
Yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, they don't remember. They're better off, honestly. I'm taking AP English this year. When we went in, I was working on a paper on Dickinson. She said she never had a mother. That a mother is someone to whom you run when you're in trouble. However you end up with Rex, Riley, you fit the description. Remember that.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Alex. Watch out for anything, really, okay? It was a lot of work to get you here.
That it was.
Be good. Alright, I'll see you around, Riley.
I didn't actually think I'd be rescuing the crew, but I'm glad it turned out that way.
Who was that? She's the mom of one of the guys in school. I'll tell you about it later.
Only you would have a mom friend. Jesus. Stop talking to everyone.
No, we won't. Talk to all of the people. Apparently I can't go that way. Okay. I wonder if Jacob remembers any of this.
Hey, Athena! How are you, girl? Hey, where you going?
I think she likes you. She's not usually this friendly.
Oh my god, Jacob, hi.
Hey? Oh, I'm still a little shaky to say the least. I woke up in bed. Just a normal Saturday. Right? It is Saturday, isn't it? But,
I'm really not sure, actually, at this point.
I'd ever see you again.
Hey, I'm sorry to disappoint. I can pretend I don't know you.
No, I'm glad to see you. I was just 2 minutes ago I was trying to come to terms with the fact that I might be the only one to remember.
Oh,
This
you
is
mean your
Athena's
sweetie.
time to do her business. We call it business time. I need to apologize for not offering myself to the portal.
Don't worry, buddy.
I wouldn't have even said anything, but I knew it was always going to be Olivia. She just needed it. For her, this was never going to end.
No need to apologize, Jacob. I understand. Nobody, not even
No,
Olivia,
she did
wants
seem
that.
to want it.
And besides, it wasn't your responsibility to have to do that.
Right there.
It shouldn't have been anyone's.
Not even ours, really, but...
Well, thanks for that. I don't know if I fully believe you, but thanks. So, I think you should call your dad and tell him you're going to be a mom. And why that's a good thing. Pretty soon, anyway.
The ghosts, I think, would be the most interesting part of that story, Jacob.
You'd think. But grandparents really only care about one thing. So, you know, we make these little people, and those little people grow up into big people. And along the way, we change. We lose things. We gain things. We form opinions, we have regrets, and we take all of that stuff and go on making more little people. Time travel really isn't anything compared to all that, is it?
No,
Nope,
not really.
not really.
The other night I had a dream. I was talking to my grandmother about something, I don't know. But we were watching TV, her old black and white in her living room. It was just white noise. And she said something to me about waves. About the ocean, how it was eternal, like time itself. And when I woke up, I felt comforted by that. I think that's all you can do in the face of it. Be comforted. Or...
Okay.
Hi, sorry. Hi. If you're listening to this, my name is Alex, but that doesn't matter much. You don't know me. You've never heard of me. You never will. But I know Riley, and she's a unique person. I'm sure you know that too. What you probably don't know is that she helped me out in a really big way recently. And the only thing I can think of to do to pay her back is to send you this package. It's a collection of things that will hopefully give you a clearer picture of just who Riley is and the immense effect she's had on people's lives. I don't know. When you get through everything, I left a note at the bottom. Okay. Oh, and thank you.
Note, Riley, your help made this book possible. I credited you, but don't expect proceeds. Take care. Fair enough, buddy.
Dad? We can go to the park later.
I'm willing to bet the smallest sliver is Jacob.
store? It used to be just my home office, really. The place I make my art. But I decided to start opening it up to visitors a bit more. Or anyone who wants to see. A friend of mine, Riley, really pushed me to do it. Her son, Rex, is a smart critic. Brutal, but smart. I've started to become known around town as more than just the local weirdo. which is a plus. I'd lived my life a certain way up until this point. Pretty closed off, anxious. And I don't know, life's just too short, right?
You and 42% of the players had Nick enter the portal. Oh, yeah. I was never quite sure if that was a sensible thing to do, but I mean, he was an adventurer. Interesting. Alright, I helped Maria, but I was a rare one on that one. I'm curious. You and 39.
About Olivia?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think about?
Oh, just everything, I guess. Was it a good thing that Riley let her go?
That'll be bugging me for a while.
If she's even anywhere?
Riley says she's probably happy. She saw memories of Olivia when everything was going on. She says she picked her for a reason, that she deserved to go.
I'm just glad Riley was there, so she wasn't alone.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You and 39% of players became friends with Violet and Charlie, but had Olivia enter the portal. Lots of different ways that could have turned out. I guess if you drive everyone away somehow. Wow. I mean, lots of different ways you could have this end up. I'm okay with my choices, but and I won't be playing through this again anytime soon because it's not a short game, even if you like blitz through it. All right. You and 65% of players helped Evelyn return home. Riley, you're the best. Really couldn't have done the job without you. Like, literally. Hope you're not allergic to peanut butter, Evelyn. Yeah. This is a really neat way to go about doing the analysis of the choices you made in the game. I like this.
So, that's all of it then. Rex, your mom is a complicated person. Like all of us. Like everybody. I used to really not appreciate my stepfather. And there was a time that I hated even the concept of having a stepbrother. Relationships are hard. Even the ones that are supposed to be easy, supposed to be ingrained. I don't really know what I expected to do with all this. But just know that your mom isn't just your mom. She's not just the person who you maybe think failed you. She's a person that has a life, and that life has a lot of branches to it. And she cares about you, Rex. You were the future she didn't want to lose. And no matter what you think of her, remember that. Alright, I think that's it. Oh, and stay off the radio.
Stay off the radio. Cute. That fizziness I didn't like one little bit. Much suspicion. Great way to go into the credits, though. All right, so I never know what to do in the as a sort of an outro to a game. I'm gonna watch through this in case there's anything that they decide to put at the end, because they probably will, because fizziness on the visuals just as we exited. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it easily as much as the first. I kind of like the way they tied it in. They didn't really do any retro rewriting, because it was kind of clear at the end of the first game that all was not as it seemed, and it kind of made sense, the fact that Alex got trapped there with a crew, that they didn't actually completely solve this. Certainly that was one interpretation of it, and when they rolled with it for this, it was kind of appropriate to have a characters who did discover that this was possible, research it enough to want to go through all of these steps. I kind of, it was an understandable motivation if she was that desperate to get back to her parents, so. I would almost say it was an abrupt ending, except that I'm not sure where they could have gone from there to extend it. If they did extend it, it would have to have been probably before they got to the island, or to extend it by only just enough to have one sort of, well, you know what, they did kind of have a major sort of final moment there. The entire sequence of trapping Riley in her own memories until she decided that she had to focus and decide what she wanted to do with her life. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a sophisticated enough analyst of stories. In fact, I know I'm not, in order to be able to make sort of a credible critique of things that I would have liked to have seen better on this one. I enjoyed the story. I thought it was a fairly good, complete story. It captured a lot of the feeling of the original game. It incorporated the original game really, really nicely. Kind of wish we'd had more of a chance to see more of Maggie Adler, but I like the fact that we had just a brief moment with her, coming in only at the tower there. I guess I almost wish that we could have explored a little bit more of the original island in this, but that would have just extended the game unnecessarily. And the bits that they took us to were a nice sort of touch on the aspects of the island that were sort of relevant to the scenes. Like the scene on the beach was perfect to introduce the fact that the original, when we saw the original game's characters come back to demonstrate that they were in a loop, and also to demonstrate the fact that Alex wasn't completely tied down with them. I don't know what else to say. Wow. I guess these are all the localization people that they got on board in order to help up the game. Yeah. They did a wonderful job. I don't regret this for a moment. It's hard to do good writing. It's one of the things I look for in a lot of games. I mean, sometimes I'm into playing a game just to blow up alien spaceships or whatever, just for the strategy or the action of it all. Like it's not like I shy away from those games. I even play the occasional strategic game, although it's becoming less and less common because it takes up a lot of time. But I do that too, and but classically, my favorite games have been one with good writing. And I'm not one to buy a game purely because it looks or sounds pretty. Those are obviously assets, and if the game is good without them, then it will be fantastic if they've also taken the time to add appropriate visuals and music. For me, the thing that will always keep me asking what's over the next hill is even a slightly credibly written story. I like story, and this had a good one. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I don't know what else to say about Lost Signals. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the characters. I love the interactions between Jacob and myself in this one. It was great to have somebody to explore with me who, like me, did not necessarily want to be there, but understood they had a responsibility to their job anyway, and then eventually to sorting out what the whole issue was. He was a great investigative partner. Yeah. I'm going to spend a while just sort of relishing the moment. I don't know what else to say about it. I recommend this game. Of course, if you've been watching through the stream with me, you've already seen the game. But if you'd like to play for yourself, there's certainly apparently a lot more choices that you can make that might change the nature of some parts of the game. I encourage you to support the developers who do these sorts of games that take a moment to tell a good story. With that in mind, I think I've said my piece. Thanks for joining me on this little journey. This has been Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals. This has also been Codeweaver Plays Games. And I'll see you in the next stream.